Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I haven't gone live in a while, so nice to see everyone. I am taking advantage though. My house is empty. My kids are at the gym with daddy, and I got home from my wedding and I just wanted to sit for a minute, but then I'm like, get up. Got to take advantage of this. Hey Kate, hey Vivian. Okay, so a while back I posted a graphic of a do and a don't of hooded eyes eyeshadow. And I am definitely a good candidate to demonstrate this. I have hooded eyes. This one's slightly more hooded than the other. It may have something to do with which side you sleep on, but regardless. Hey, Renee. Yeah, so let's talk about what are hooded eyes first. What are hooded eyelids? So it's when you've got this skin, all right? It's this eyelid skin that is kind of puffy and it sort of hangs down. So your crease is sometimes when your eyes are open, just right on top of your lash line. And you've got this kind of fleshy area here above it. These are hooded lids. Now, if I were to get the little eyelid surgery, the little tuck, and take some of this skin out, my lids would no longer be hooded. So it's not to be confused with deep set eyes. Deep set eyes have very tight, taut skin on their eyelids, and a prominent brow bone. And so it's more like their brow bone can create a shadow. That's not the case here. My brow bone is not prominent at all. And it's really just a matter of having maybe a little bit, just a little extra eyelid here than I would like. Kate, I don't know. I'll have to look at your profile picture after this. I can't tell from the little tiny circle picture I can see right now. And I can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm not sure. So here's a trick, guys, and I'm sorry, I have not rehearsed this video or anything, so if I'm kind of rambling, I apologize. The trick is that you want to create some depth in this area, and I do have a little bit of eyeshadow on, so let me see what I have that will take that off. Let's see here. I've got a little Calm Balm sample. I'm not prepared at all. Ooh, you know what? I've got a whole bunch of skincare samples. Speaking of, guys, if you have requested skincare samples from me, thank you for your patience. I am working on it. I promise. It's been a little crazy around here, wrapping up wedding season, and I have a list, and I've got it going, but I haven't actually gotten them in the mail yet. So here I do have my samples right over here. So I'm going to use a little sample of Quench Cleanse, and we're just going to take off my eye makeup really quick. All right. Quench Cleanse is kind of like a creamy cleanser. It's almost like a moisturizer. And I'm just going to use my sponge here to wipe that off. Hey, Holly. All right, so I'm a very good candidate to show you guys the do's and don'ts of hooded eyeshadow. Okay, so real basic stuff we'll start with. Creating depth is something you can do with a color that is darker and matte, not reflective. That will create depth. It'll make an area look smaller, and it'll make it look further away, and it'll create a shadow, make it look more recessed. If you're trying to make something look bigger or more forward, then you would use a lighter color. This is an eyelid primer, an eyeshadow primer, by the way. You would use a lighter color or a shimmery color, and that'll make the area look bigger and more prominent. That's kind of the same word, but you know what I'm trying to say here, all right? So I'm not going anywhere tonight. So I'm going to use my face for science, if you will. I'm going to show you a do and a don't. So the trick with hooded eyes is we're trying to make this fleshy hooded area up here smaller and deeper. Hey guys. And then the lid, what little visible lid we do have right in here, the area under the crease, particularly in this deepest area right here, we're trying to make that look bigger and as prominent as possible. I mean, I have some visible lid on this eye. This eye I have even less because I'm just a little more droopy on this side than this side. Most people have that. Most people have like one side that's a little like heavier than the other. And again, I think that has that can be contributed to with which side you sleep on. Okay, so what should we start with? The do or the don't? Who wants to see what not to do first? And who wants to see what to do? I guess I'll start with what not to do just for fun, okay? Okay, what not to do. Grab an eyeshadow brush here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have an eyeshadow palette here. See this really light color here? This is number 41, Pastel Me About It. I often use this all over my lid, so I'm just going to put that right here and all the way up under my brow bone. I'm going to pull it all the way down here. We'll just pull it all the way down. Okay, already, look how much puffier it suddenly looks. Do you guys see that? Now, suddenly this one, it looks puffy. Like, this one doesn't look nearly as puffy as that side, right? If I wanted to create an even bigger offense, I will take a shimmery color. Let's see. Ooh, I know. I'll use my fancy new Bare Metals palette, which is a freaking gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer palette. So let's use this lightest color here. Let's do, who likes to put some shimmer on their brow bone? Let's put some shimmer. Is Wendy watching? She was talking to me about this. She's like, didn't you say it was an offense for girls to put shimmer eyeshadow that have exited their 30s? I'm like, okay, not always. And it's got to be strategically placed. Can y'all see that? Can you see that it's shimmery? I can't tell if you can or not. So yeah, see, that's pretty reflective. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful shimmer color, but look how much heavier this lid is looking already. I'll just continue with the shimmer. I'm going to go with this middle one here. Let's do the crease with another shimmer color. So I'm just going to do like that. I think this one's called Shimmy. So it's a little bit more like taupey versus like a champagne color. So I'm going to use another shimmer color here. All right. There we go. And then here's another thing I see all the time. Let's do an eyeliner. Here we go. Okay, hold on. I need some elbow room. All right, eyeliner on the top lash line. Notice that I am using the side of my eyeliner pen. This is the Limelight Perfect Eyeliner. It goes on like a dream, you guys. This is not a felt tip. This is a brush. It's like several little hairs that go in a perfect point. It is a holy grail liquid eyeliner. All right, so got a nice like thin line drawn there, but that's not typically what I see. This is what I see. I see it way thicker. So let me just get a little thicker of a line. You can go as thin or as thick as you want with this product. All right. Let's not forget the outside edge. Okay, there we go. See? So now I've got my eyeliner. Should we go just a little thicker? All right. So there we go. Can you guys see that? Let me turn my brightness up just a little more. So we've got the eyeliner topped with the taupe shimmer and then like a kind of champagne shimmer right there. All right. There we go. It's a lot of shimmer, but Renee, I really see this all the time. Like it's just using like you know, everyone has these shimmery palettes, like the Urban Decay Naked palette. They're full of really fun shimmers, right? So people are using those shimmers like in their crease and sometimes above their crease. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. But it does, shimmers will make that area look bigger and fluffier, you know? Now some areas of your face you want to look bigger and fluffier, but if you already have fluffy hooded eyelids, that's not the goal. All right. Okay. So let's do the other side a little differently, shall we? Okay. So I'm going to do, gosh, do I have a different color? I don't think I do. So I'm going to do a color that's not quite as bright all over my entire eyelid. I'm going to use the, let's see how this is going to look. I'm like, have I ever used this one? I think I have. I think this one is called, oh gosh, help me out here, guys. I am so drawing a blank on what this color is called. So it's a little bit more of just like a nude color versus a bright, like a light and bright shade, okay? So see the difference? I'm using this one as opposed to this one. All right, so I'm putting that above my crease as a base color. And then I do like to always lay down like a matte base color, and then I'll layer a little bit of shimmer over it. So I'm going to use that light and bright color only on the lid, okay? So I am brightening up here, but I'm not brightening up above the crease. All right, makes sense? Can you already tell what a difference it made, just making that slight adjustment? Okay, now we're going to create depth. Who has ever remember art class? Who shaded the ball? Remember shading the ball? All right, you go like from white, like in the reflective part is like white, and then you slowly get a little more gray. You make kind of like your gradient, okay, to shade the ball. Y'all know what I'm talking about? We're going to shade the ball, all right? This is a ball. It's our eyeball. Let's see, what brush do I want to use? I'm gonna use one of my, this is a Wayne Goss brush. I really do like this eyeshadow brush quite a bit. So I'm gonna start with what I'm gonna call a transition color. So this is a color that's going to transition the crease to the eyebrow. So, and I sometimes like to use kind of like a warm, like a peachy color. So I'm gonna go for this one. I believe this one is Coral of the Story. All right. I'm going to just stick this little point right in this little nook. See this little nook in here? Where you can feel it, like right under your brow bone. Stick the point of the brush right in there. I'm just going to slide it. I do kind of like sliding, but I do like little circles. It's like a little circles in a windshield wiper motion. Back and forth. And that's going to be like layer number one. So I'm not going all the way to my brow bone. The first color I laid down, it covered the whole thing. This one is going to go about to here. So I'm leaving a little bit at the top exposed. All right, so that's the first color. I'm going all the way in here, and I'm doing the little circles so it doesn't look like a stripe. Should blend pretty nicely. If you find that yours does look a little stripish, just go in with another brush, like just find a clean brush, making sure it's actually clean, and you can just like buff the edge, okay? So there's number one. Now I'm going to use a brush. See, this is a pretty fluffy brush. I'm going to use one that's just a little smaller. Sorry, my brushes are kind of all over the place. I'll use this one. This is one of the old Sonia Roselli brushes. See, it's just like a little smaller, like a little more precise, but it's still kind of fluffy. I'm going to do color just a little darker. So again, sticking with mattes. This time I'll do this one. They're actually right next to each other. It's just like a little bit of a more brown color. And this time I'm going to stay a little tighter in the crease. So this color, the first one, went really from my crease all the way to here. And this one is just going to stick a little bit more concentrated in that space just above the crease. All right. All right, so I'm just going to take that and shade it here. So see how it's kind of almost, we're doing like an ombre effect. We have like a nude color, a color that's a little darker than nude, and a color that's a little darker than the one before. all right? So I'm keeping that kind of tight in the crease. So we have like an ombre effect going down, but not all the way down to our lash line, just down to the crease. All right, do you see that? And if you want, you can go back with your fluffy brush and, you know, blend it. You don't want to see stripes. You don't want to, we're not making like a rainbow. All right, it should blend it down. Okay, so now we have this lid, and look how like you can see that brightness still on my eyelid. I'm gonna take this brush here because it's nice and like, it's like a point. I'm gonna go back into my bare metals, use that lightest color again. I'm not putting that light color here, I'm gonna put it here. All right, because I want what little visible lid space I have, I want it to look as big as possible. So I'm gonna put something light and reflective on it. So I'm just keeping that shimmer color to the lid. All right, I'll go into shimmy shimmy as well. We'll just do the shimmy shimmy on the outer half. So there we go. Shimmer there. And then if you want to do your eyeliner, where did my eyeliner go? I don't want to cover up my visible eyelid space. So I'm going to actually go underneath my lash line. And gosh, I keep thinking I have comments, but it says like, so-and-so is watching, bring them on camera, bring them on camera. Dimension. Okay. So I'm going to go under my lash line, and this is tight lining, you guys. All right. So I'm filling in that little membrane under the eyelashes. It's not as hard as it looks. Not poking myself in the eye. There we go. So see, I still have a nice defined line, but I did not cover up my visible eyelid space. So can you see the difference? Do you see how much bigger and fluffier and more prominent that eyelid looks, and how much further away my eyeball looks? Like I did this on this side and I did the opposite on this side. I made my eyelid look closer and I made the hooded area look further away to balance it out. So it makes it look more, it was like this and I visually made it look more like this. Whereas this side was like this and I made it look even more. Huge difference, right? Yeah, I mean, this side with the extra black eyeliner, it might look a little more dramatic, a little more intense, but I think you can get the same effect, the same level intensity by you can keep your visible eyelid space. If you want to do dark, let me just show you. If you want to do dark, just darken the outer corner a little, but don't darken, got some fallout under here I'm seeing now. Don't darken your whole eyelid. Like just kind of keep it to the outside corner like this and utilize this space under your eyes. I always see people do eyeliner and they keep it really tight, but use like a fluffy brush like this and take advantage of this space under your lash line. And see, now we've got a little bit of intensity on this eye without making our eyes look even more hooded than they already are. Let's add a little bit of mascara. On both eyes, to be fair. Clean up that fallout. There we go. Big difference, right? Okay. Yes. You've tried tight lining. It wasn't a good experience. Thanks, Holly. Huge difference. Yeah, it's really not hard. Okay, so to tight line, did you see how I did it? I'll do this eye. Just tilt your chin back, very gently pull up on your eyelid like this, and use that liner on its side. And you're really just aiming for the roots of your eyelashes, okay? So just pull it away and drag it just across the roots. I'll show you on this side. All right. Pull it away and just drag it at the roots. And if it touches your eyeball, you'll be all right. It's not gonna kill you. No big deal. But it's nice to like, it really helps to see just like right here, you can kind of see just a little bit of skin in between the lashes. Do you see that? So when you make that really solid, it just removes those distractions. Okay, sorry, this is kind of hard to do. There we go. It just removes those little distractions, makes your lash line look really solid, really intense. I do not wear contacts. And yeah, I could see that. Just, yeah, but just don't, just practice. You'll be all right. Like just, again, pull up on your eyelid so you're not getting the pen like right next to your eyeball. Okay, guys, so this is the do, this is the don't. See that depth in there? There you go. That's how you do it. So if you guys missed, go back and watch the beginning again. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to order the Bare Metals palette, let me know. I'm totally obsessed. I've been using it basically on every single person that has sat in my chair has this on their face. My bride actually even has this color, this light color here. I'll just show you real quick. Look at that. It's a beautiful highlighter. This is not glittery at all. Not glitter. This is just beautiful reflective sheen. So this collection, it comes with this super sexy eyeshadow brush and this super fabulous liquid eyeliner that you just saw me use. This all comes together for $88. It's a really good deal and a really great gift. And I sell fabulous matte eyeshadows too, so if you need those, let me know. Otherwise, guys, if you have any other questions, just hit me up and have a great weekend. Bye!